What's up, everyone? It's Joe from bballcardinsights.com. Today I'm going over an article I wrote a couple months back, actually, when I first started this website. When I was looking into research Michael Jordan cards at PSA 10s that I could invest in for under 100 bucks, mainly for the purposes actually of buying up old wax boxes and, trying to flip them and try to make some money that way. But I came up with 9 of them. Some of these prices have increased, but if you try real hard, you can get some of these for maybe just a tad over 100, but some of them you can definitely still get for under 100 bucks. So let's go through the list here. And as I mentioned, Jordan's a highly collectible player. His cards are definitely going to go up in value over time, unless the hobby absolutely crashes and nobody wants to collect any cards anymore. So these are safer long-term investments. But even with the way the hobby's going, these could be flips within a year, and you could maybe make 25%, 50% returns within a year. So all of these cards, even though they were printed a lot, they're still tough to get 10s in. So let's take a look at the list here. First of all, we got 1989 NBA Hoops. If we jump over to eBay real quick, this is what I like to do. Click on PSA graded cards and then click on sold listings so we can see what some recent ones have sold for. You can see this is a best offer accepted for just under 120. This one is right at 120. Keep scrolling down. This one is at 102. So prices have started to creep up a little over 100 bucks, but definitely a card you can get for right around 100 right now on eBay. And in that same set, we have 1989 NBA Hoops All-Star Michael Jordan. This one is a little bit more reasonably priced, but I expect its prices to kind of climb. Let's take a look at solds. We can also take a look at PSA cards. I'll click on that so we can see the PSA filter here quick. And ooh, 19,800. That's legit. No, it's not. Here's one for 80 bucks at a buy it now. This is definitely a steal, I think, for 80 bucks at a buy it now. Definitely sell for more. Person was probably just trying to move it, trying to make some money. 76, 71. This one, see, went for 185. That's kind of a huge price. Probably overpaid. 107, 87. So definitely one you can probably pick up for under 100 bucks still. Maybe a little over though. It really depends. Not that many have hit the market. So this is a card that is, I think, a little bit tougher to grade at a 10. So it might be tougher to find one under 100 at a 10. Next, we move on to 91 Skybox. I did skip 90 Skybox because the PSA 10s of that card are going bonkers. It was the first year of Skybox, and it's a tough grade, so definitely worth more than 100 on that card. But 91 Skybox, a little bit easier grade, but definitely one that's still going for right at or just over 100 bucks. So if we click on PSA, you can see that auction currently right now is well over 100 bucks. It's at 130. That is a PWCC auction though, so those tend to fetch higher prices. But again, this one, 143 bucks. This one went for 109, 123. So guys, these prices are starting to climb over 100 bucks. And you can see when I first wrote this article a couple months ago, these were definitely lower prices. So if we scroll all the way back to like early June, you can see that PSA 10s, let's find one, went for 80 bucks back then. No, this is a PSA 9. This one went for 108, 110. So yeah, prices on this card have definitely starting to go up. So one that maybe you could still find for under 100, but that'd be a steal. Probably just over 100 though. 91 Skybox again. This one is a Stat Leaders insert. This one not going for as much as the base card, but probably is starting to creep up to that $100 mark. You can see 90 bucks, 85. So still, you guys can scoop it up for under 100. But as more people start to get cards graded back and it starts to hit the market, they're going to see how hard it is to get 10s. They're going to want a 10 of their own. Prices are going to go up in this card. And you can see just in these last few sales, 65, 70, 90, 90, 85. They're starting to creep up there, but you can still get it for maybe slightly under 100. Next up, 91 Skybox again. This is from Series 1. Those other two are from Series 2. Or is it the other way around? I can't quite remember. But anyway, this one, if we check PSA and then we go down to sold listings again, we can see that 4 Sharp Corners sold one for 86 bucks. So this is one you can still get for under 100, 75. So not quite as cool of a design as the base card. This is kind of more of an insert type, although it's just like a secondary base card, I would say. And definitely one you can still scoop up for just under 100 bucks as of this recording in August, late August 2020. Moving along, we have 91 Upper Deck. This is the inaugural year of Upper Deck, and these prices have gone up quite a bit. People remember Upper Deck. They like Upper Deck. If they had one of these cards sitting in their collection, they try to get it graded, they're going to realize how hard it is to get a 10. And what's going to happen is they're going to want a 10 in their collection to invest in. You can see a 9 you can scoop up for 26 bucks, guys. These PSA 9s, I'm telling you, in Jordan cards, they're going to go up. And if you have, maybe under 100 bucks and you want like 4 Jordan cards in your collection, look at PSA 9s. They're going to go up. They're still considered mint condition cards. 9s, look great. Look at this card. This is a 9. Sorry, I'm not going to click through it. But anyway, let's look for 10s. 140, 125, 159. I actually am getting some of these graded. I might not get a 10, but I actually scooped up a 10 for just under 100 bucks not too long ago. And man, those recent sales make me think I definitely got a steal because the prices are going up already. So if you want to try to find one under 100, good luck, but you can maybe scoop one up for just over 100 bucks right now. 92 Flir Ultra, again, another card that's right around that $100 mark. This is Shaq's rookie year. So, but this is not in the same hobby box as Shaq's rookie card. So you can see a 9 sold for 50, a 9 sold for 35. So you can still find some 9s for probably around 35 to 40 bucks. Here a 10 went for 99.95. One went for 109. So you can see prices are right at that $100 mark here. One went for 119. That was back in July. Not too many 10s have hit the market recently. So my guess is when they do, they're going to start to creep more and more over 100 and start to creep closer to that 150 mark. So just be aware of that. 93 Flir. This one's probably a little bit easier to get for under 100. Not as tough of a grade, not probably as desirable of a card. But if we take a look at completed and solds for PSA graded, you can see best offer was accepted probably for under 100. Let's scroll down some more, find one that's right around that mark. That was a 10. This one sold for 110, buy it now, 113, 105. So yeah, prices 99 in early August. So prices starting to creep up on all of these Jordan cards, guys. So, but again, Jordan's going to appreciate over time. There's going to be times when they appreciate faster and slower and maybe dip a little bit. You saw a dip after the documentary, The Last Dance, but then they started to rise back up again. So there's definitely going to be fluctuations, but in the long run, if you're looking for investments into cards, ones that are cool to show off, cool to have in your collection, I mean, just look at these Jordan cards, guys. And then finally, we have this 93 Flir Insert. Again, this is not a full comprehensive list of cards that you can find of Jordan for under 100. These are just ones that I've researched that are from the early 90s to late 80s that I think are just solid cards that grade okay, are still within reach for most people, and will definitely appreciate over time. This one sold for 119. This one sold for 93. So this is going to be right around that $100 mark for this 93 Flir NBA Superstars. Another really cool card. That's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll leave a link in the description to this article that I wrote. I apologize for the not so great audio, but please, if you like these kind of videos, please like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And thanks for watching, and good luck in your collecting and investing in Jordan cards.